Hello family and friends and fellow YouTubers, it's Kim here from Kim's Country Corner, and today, this weekend, I am out at the Hancock Homestead because I have a lot of cooking, baking, present wrapping, and getting ready for the Christmas holiday coming up next weekend. And I am sitting in a chair where our Christmas tree normally goes, and I just wanted to share with you that we did not put up our family Christmas tree this year, or the stockings, or any of the Christmas decorations, because the day after Christmas I'm going down to celebrate with my brother and my sister, and then after we celebrate our Christmas there on Sunday, we are leaving on Monday for a 9-week trip together to the southwest of the United States. We'll be going through like Oklahoma, New Mexico, Texas, Arizona, Southern California. We have a trip planned to the southwest. My sister retired this spring and she bought herself an RV. And if you watched my Thanksgiving video, you got to see her RV. So since she has this new RV, well, it's new to her and to us, we are going to go on this RV trip together. And, okay, so yes, so I'm very excited because the Monday after Christmas, we are going on a 9-week RV trip through the southwest of the United States. And I'm very excited about that trip. So I was talking to John about it, and I knew that I would not be here to pack up the ornaments, pack up the decorations, put everything away before I had to leave. So we chose not to do any Christmas decorating here at the homestead. So that's why there's no tree up this year, no stockings, because I'm leaving on this trip. And we have decided that we will just go to Karen's. Karen wanted to host Christmas anyway, and so we will be going to Karen and Matt's home for Christmas. And it'll just be a small gathering of us, so I'm looking forward to that. And that's why I haven't done any Christmas tours this year of the homestead or of my apartment. My apartment's not decorated either because I knew that I would be leaving on this trip immediately after the holidays. And I just want to say a Merry Christmas and best wishes for the upcoming new 2021 New Year to all of my family and my friends and my followers out there, to any of the YouTubers that might be watching this. Just Merry Christmas and hopefully for a happier new year. 2020 has been quite the year, hasn't it, guys? It's been a very odd year with everyone fighting the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic worldwide. And then here in the States, we've had a presidential election with the Republicans and the Democrats going at each other. And, you know, and then just some civil upheaval and just a lot of trying things going on during this 2020 year. But I want to focus on a lot of positives that have been happening in my 2020 year. And so some of the positives I want to start with is going back to last December when I had the weight loss surgery on December the 31st. So then on January the 1st, the rest of this year, I have just been losing weight. I have lost a total of 120 pounds since my highest weight of 300. And I'm just feeling so much better because of it. You know, I have people say, oh, you look so different and you look so much better. And I like hearing that, but I feel different and I feel better, and that's what's most important to me. I can't even begin to describe to you the difference in how much easier it is for me to walk and for me to get up and down and for me to breathe. You know, just being able to breathe is the number one reason for losing weight, and just feeling better overall physically, feeling better overall mentally and emotionally and spiritually. I just feel like a better person. And so, hopefully I'm going to be able to keep this weight off and just continue feeling good. So that's probably a number one positive for me this year, is just how much better I feel. I've gotten to do a lot of traveling this year. If you watch my videos, you saw that back in March I went on an RV trip with my sister. And then I went down to visit Katie, and we did some day outings. I went on a trip with John out to Arizona to visit his cousins and to see some of the national parks. And I've gotten to do some day trips with my brother down in Springfield, Missouri. Well, he lives in Lebanon, but we've gone to Springfield, Missouri. So just a lot of wonderful trips with my siblings and with my family. And when I haven't been traveling, I've been hanging out here on the homestead, doing my gardening, doing my cottage garden, doing my vegetable garden. And if I'm not traveling or gardening, then I'm playing with the grandkids. Karen and Matt, they just live right down the road, within probably 5 minutes of driving time, so I get to see the grandkids quite a bit. And it's just been a wonderful year of spending time with my family. Paul and Edna were able to come home this year for Thanksgiving. That was just a special treat, a special blessing. So being able to have all of my family with me during this year has been probably the number one best thing about 2020, and then the weight loss number two. So, just having all of my family around has been a blessing, and being able to see my friends have been a blessing. My daughter did contract COVID, but I'm happy to say that she fought her way through it, and she made it. She didn't even have to be hospitalized. She was able to recover at home. Her job worked with her on her recovery time. Her job's been very flexible with her. They've done a lot of at-home work, and she's been able to go into the office a few times, with proper masking and everything. And then we had a really good friend, my 95-year-old friend. She was in the nursing home. She came down with COVID. But I'm very happy to say that she too fought her way through the virus and came out on the other side, and she's doing well now too. So, I feel great sympathy and empathy for all of the people out there that have had to struggle with this COVID pandemic and have had to lose loved ones because of it. And, just know that my heart and my thoughts and prayers go out to all of you. This COVID pandemic has just really been trying during this 2020 year. But, so I'm happy to say that myself, I have not gotten sick. John has not gotten sick. Karen and her family have not been sick. Katie was sick and she overcame. Paul and Edna, thank goodness they have not gotten sick. My friend Rusty got sick and she overcame. My friend Becky, she got sick and she overcame. So I'm thankful to say that the members of my family and my friends have been able to overcome this pandemic, or this COVID virus, and I'm just so grateful for that. So another happy thing that's happened this year is my brother, as some of you know, was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, and there is no cure. He was diagnosed last Thanksgiving, and he has now passed his 1-year mark. The prognosis was 6 months to 2 years. And, even though we're all saddened by the fact that there is no cure, we take comfort in the fact that Steve just has had tremendous strength physical strength and mental strength and emotional strength and spiritual strength to get not only himself, but all the rest of us through this cancer diagnosis and journey. He's a remarkable person. I can't even begin to tell you how strong and remarkable he is. I don't know if y'all can see the calendar behind me. My brother is a photographer, and every year he does a calendar. He calls it a spirit verse calendar. He takes the pictures, and then each month he'll post a picture, and he will ask for people to submit scripture that goes along with the picture. And then whichever scripture gets like the most likes or the most comments or he thinks goes best with the picture, then he'll choose that scripture and he'll put it onto the picture and make a year-long calendar. He'll make a calendar at the end of the year of all his pictures and all the scriptures. Well, even with battling his stage 4 lung cancer and all the ups and downs that he's had to go through with his chemotherapy treatment, not working half the time because of his blood cell counts being too low. So they switched him to immunotherapy. And then the immunotherapy was working, but then it caused his blood sugars to be all out of whack and made him into a diabetic. So now not only is he having to deal with his stage 4 lung cancer, he's having to deal with being a diabetic because of the treatment. Even with all of that going on, my brother managed to put out a 2021 spirit verse calendar. He put out note cards. He put out a second calendar of his wildlife shots that he's collected over the year. And he put out a book, a Psalms book, with some of his pictures with Psalm verses on top of them. He's amazing. He's just an amazing person. And my sister, she retired this year after teaching for 27 years at a college in Northwest Missouri, in fact, Northwest University. 27 years of dedicated teaching to young minds. She retired and she bought herself an RV, and she's fulfilling her dream of traveling. And both of my siblings are so gracious because they understand me and my circumstances. And my brother's always taken me on day trips. My sister's taken me on RV trips. They both help me out just in ways that you can't even imagine, spiritually and emotionally. Just all the support that I get from my siblings is so important to me. So, good things. Another good thing, another positive is that my daughter and her husband Matt and my 3 grandkids live right down the road. So I am always getting to be with my grandchildren, and family just means so much to me. My daughter Katie, she lives in Columbia, Missouri, which is just an hour and a half away, so I'm always getting to see her. Paul and Edna, they were able to come up for Thanksgiving, and that was such a blessing to have them home for Thanksgiving and to be able to see them. The fact that I was able to have my family and friends around this year, just #1 blessing in my life. Okay, the fact that John and I, even though we're divorced, we are still friends enough that he allows me to come out here and continue to do my gardening, and my vegetable gardens, my cottage gardens, my flowers. I'm able to come out here and can and bake, and just having this place as a place to go to is such a blessing. I have a lot of good things happening in my life, and I pray and hope that my family and friends out there also have positive, good things going on in their life. And So, you know, just hang in there, guys. We're almost through 2020, and we have vaccines on the way. We have help on the way. No, it may not be as much help as we were hoping for, but it is on the way. And hopefully 2021 is going to be so much better. So just hang in there. We're almost there. Okay, and then I also want to share with you guys today a Christmas card from my friend Cheryl and her family. Cheryl has a YouTube channel called Cheryl's Country Home. I'm Kim's Country Corner, and she is Cheryl's Country Home. And she and I have been friends since we both started our YouTube channels back in 2015. She was a new YouTuber. I was a new YouTuber. We caught each other's channels. We started giving each other tips and advice and feedback, and just developed a very strong friendship. And I'm very, if for no other reason of starting YouTube, the fact that I have Cheryl and many other people that I can now count as friends is the best reason. So Cheryl, thank you for the Christmas card. And Cheryl sent a package that I told her I would open on video so that she could see me opening her present. Thank you very much, Cheryl. So it's wrapped in snowman. We had 1 day of snow with like just a dusting. We have not had much snow yet here in Missouri, although I know there's a lot of snow to the northeast of us right now. All right, so let's see what we have here. Oh, wow. I can already tell I'm going to like it because it has birds. Look at the hummingbirds. I love hummingbirds. So this looks like a dish towel. So I have a dish towel with hummingbirds. Aren't they beautiful? And then I have an apron with hummingbirds. Look at this apron, guys. Isn't that beautiful? I'll stand up so y'all can see it. See the bottom of it with the hummingbirds? Yeah, isn't that pretty? Oh, Cheryl, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the hummingbird towel and the hummingbird apron. You know that both of those are going to be put to good use. In fact, they'll probably be put to good use today. So, I don't know if I'll actually do any videotape of me doing things today because I have got so much I've got to get done, but we'll see. So, oh, and while I was showing you my apron, I noticed that I still have on my sweater from today. My daughter Karen and I, we like to go on an annual ugly sweater shopping day. That's what we call it, our ugly sweater shopping day. And a lot of times we don't really have a whole lot to buy. I'm an online shopper. She's an online shopper. Of course, I think in 2020, everybody's an online shopper. But she and I decided to leave early this morning and to do a sneak into Walmart to pick up some last-minute items and to get some last-minute food. And then we went to Subway to eat. So I'll try to post a couple of pictures of us together today. So yeah, we always do our ugly sweater trip, and I was glad that we were able to get it in this year. So yeah, so I was really glad that we were able to get in our annual shopping trip together. We went early this morning to avoid the crowds. We both had on our mask. We both did the 6 feet of social distancing from other people. There weren't really that many people in Walmart this morning, so we were both happy about that. And then when we went to Subway to grab a sandwich, there wasn't anybody in there except for the workers, and of course they were all masked and gloved and everything. So we had a pretty safe trip out today, I'm happy to say. Yeah, I just came on to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, to explain why our Christmas tree wasn't up, and to just say we're having kind of a different Christmas this year. We're all going to go over to Karen's for Christmas. They put up a tree. Of course, she has the young children. And so they put up a tree, and Karen's going to host the Christmas evening, I'm going to take over lasagna for our meal, and she's going to have a salad and bread and the desserts, and we're all going to just gather at her house. It'll just be John and I, Karen and Matt, the 3 kids, and Katie. So there'll just be a group of 5 adults and 3 children. Very small. We've already all been together. We're all safe and healthy right now. So that'll be good. And then whenever I go down to my brothers, it'll just be my brother and my sister and myself. So another small group. And while I'm on here, I want to give a shout out to Rusty Adam. She's a very dear friend of mine, 95 years old this year. She's in the nursing home. And Rusty, if you know that if we could come in there and kidnap you and take you over to Karen's, we would. But mainly for your safety, we're going to leave you stay put this year. And we'll just come by and wave at you through the window sometime. So, Merry Christmas to everyone, and best wishes for the upcoming new year. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.